Let us continue the discussion and practicing of few sample exercises. I have a geometry of a 3D CAD model represented in the form of two-dimensional views. The motto of this particular exercise is to utilize the profile rib engineering feature in the Creo parametric and imply it into this particular model. On a closer observation of the geometrical views, we may notice that there is a presence of profile rib. Make a pause and understand the geometry. On a closer observation, you might have thought that the profile rib exists at this particular region. So this is one profile rib what we have to create, and this is the another profile rib what we have to create. The profile rib is also existed at this particular location, which is basically seen in the side view. You can see over here the inclined surface is a profile rib. Apart from the utilization of profile rib, we also have holes over here. We have a through hole over here, and we have to remove the material in the form of a circular hole in this particular region. So before beginning the CAD modeling of this geometry, let us try to see and analyze in what particular procedure or what shall be the process for creating this geometry. If we are observing the geometry, we may notice that the overall length of the geometry is around 154 mm, whereas the depth of the geometry or the width of the geometry is around 72 mm. The base of the geometry is having a thickness of around 20 units, and on this base we have the creation of another features of the component or the geometry. So let us first try to create the base on which we can create the next features in a sequential order. So I will quickly arrange the screen. And now utilize the extrude option for creating the base at first. So I will be creating the extrude option in the top view, because you may notice that in this particular view, this is the top view basically, and we have to create a 72 by 154 rectangle from the top view and extrude it for a length of 20 units. So I will utilize the center rectangle and create a symmetric rectangle from the base itself. The length of the geometry has to be 154 millimeters and the width of the geometry has to be 72 millimeters. And I need to extrude it for a length of 20 millimeters. So this is seen in the front view, and I can simply press OK. I have the base ready with me. You could have also created the base from the front view also. For example, I have utilized the top view and I've extruded in the top view. You could have created in the front view a rectangle of 20 by 154 and extruded for a length of 72. So I will quickly show that as well. So the approach depends on the designer, the person who is designing and his thoughts. Maybe some people might be creating it from the top view, and maybe some other people may be working from the front view also. So there's nothing wrong with it. End of the day, you have to create the model which has to be very correct. The length is 154. So when I'm zooming in, you can see that I have created a base thickness of 20 units and the length of 154 units. And now I will be extruding it by maintaining a symmetry for a length of or for a depth of 72 units. So I have the base ready with me right now. Let us move ahead and create the remaining geometries or the features.